Hello, all my Lucha Maniacs out there in Lucha Land. What's everybody up to on this lovely, cold Saturday night with the snow on the ground? And yeah, it's cold out there. Who all we got in here? Remember, tonight's show is brought to you by Hulk Hogan's Hulkamania Strawberry Ice and Midnight Smoke Shop on Pearl Road, Cleveland, Ohio. Open 9 a.m. to midnight, 365 days a year for all your smoking needs and accessories. As cold as Mama June's body. Jets, what's up? We got Bob. We got Wiki Bobby. We got the Hawkster Strawberry Ice. Speaking of the Hawkster, I just seen a video of the Hawkster and his piece of shit son, Nick. Well, everybody send out some of them thoughts and prayers to Chaz over there. How you feeling, Chaz? Our little Chaz Rooney is in the hospital getting a procedure done on him right now. It's called an addictomy. Ah, ha, ha. Send some thoughts and prayers his way in unicorn love, baby. The Hawkster. How you feeling, Chaz? I'm going to let you go because you're sick this week. You're going to get a cease and desist on using that Triple H name. We're not going to have that, boys and girls. I got a couple packages to open. It's going to be a fairly short show tonight. I got things to do here. We're getting ready for a trip to Chris Jericho. I got to pack this tonight. Rock and Rager 5 Alive, baby. The Lucha's going to go to his people there in motherfucking Cozumel, and I'm going to lead them like Moses. I'm going to lead all the Lucha Maniacs back to here so they can experience the cold with me, baby. Check it out. I will be going live from the boat at least once, maybe twice. We'll see what the interweb connection's like. They charge me enough for it, goddammit. It better work. Also, when we get back, we got to get ready for Toy Ohio, February 10th. Beautiful Girard, Ohio. If you collect toys and you can't find something at this show that you collect, you probably don't collect or you're just a fucking poor. All right, let's see. Speaking of Toy Ohio, got a package from Fuck Money Fusselman. The real Triple H would never go to the hospital. He'd unalive himself because he didn't like the week. Well, so Fuck Money Fusselman had a What A Not auction the other day, and I don't know what I bought. I was in there, I had to buy something. I think it's something G.I. Joe, I think. I don't remember. But Fuck Money Fusselman got in my pocket, boys and girls. What did I buy? Oh. Speaking of which, Toy Ohio Toy Show. Check it out. February 10th, 2024. The guest will be Danhausen, Jason Baker. He's got to design the Fiend mask, Captain Howdy, Brian Myers, Captain Shoes from Major Pod, and Moose, who is currently the TNA champion, or was the other day anyways. I gotta admit, I don't watch TNA, so what did I buy? Oh, I know what I bought. And then I realized after I bought it why I didn't have it, because, well, now I do. I collect G.I. Joes, boys and girls, but I only collect, 64 to 88. That being said, the main focus of my collection is 82 to 88 from when I was a young Lucha Maniac. He is in good shape, though. But Salvo here is from the 1990 line. What the fuck can I do to... Hold everything. Try to make it worse than what I was telling. Salvo. He's not 100% complete. He has his briefcase, though. He has his crazy disc launcher. So I don't know a lot about this particular figure. This, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missiles. I think he had 6 actually. And there's a missile launcher that also goes with him. But you know, I was there and fuck money was selling some shit, so I had to buy something. The briefcase don't even open, I don't think. Now his briefcase full of blues here. This ain't a money in the bank case. Don't even open, but salvo. Thank you, fuck money Fusselman. So I got that, and dun 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 dun. What's in the box? What's in the box? For all you locals, the American Luchador is going to be sponsoring the Neotac Toy Meet for the month of February. I'll have a bunch of shit to give away to you poors. Oh, lots of bubble wrap. Dun, 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 dun. Jets, are those crazy dog people still? Oh, we'll talk about them in a minute. Jennifer, what's up? We'll talk about the crazy dog people. Well, this is Elite Series 106. Paul Bearer. Oh, yes, in the Attitude Era, the ghoulish manager of The Undertaker turned his back on the dead man and introduced the world to the monstrous Kane. He comes with a small urn, a big urn, and an extra set of hands. Should I open all Paul Bearer? I'm going to. God damn it. This is the newest series of WWE, so I'll find. Oh, yes, 2 extra sets of hands. I'll find another Paul Bearer to leave in the box, and I do believe. I'm wondering why it's got a big urn with it too. What am I missing here? Got a big urn. The lid don't fucking stay on. Of course, I know it sort of does. He comes with this urn. Okay. Yeah, the dog people. The dog people. So, that one particular dog person, the little hoe bag from Virginia, I did get some. Oh! Just shot that across the room. I did get some good news. She come back, not once, but 2 more times with other accounts of hers just to stalk. Just to stalk my goddamn dogs. Come on, Paul Bearer. Oh. These fucking little plastic things. But then I got a message from the Hound. It's a pretty good likeness of Paul Bearer. I had it focused. God damn it. Ooh. His fingers are all crooked. But fuck that. I done broke his fingers. No, this cheap plastic they make shit out of nowadays. So I gotta get him holding his urn. But yeah, she's such a psychopath. Yeah, I have to figure out how to get him on display holding his urn. Whoo! Uh-oh! We got a special guest in the live. Yeah, the new Paul Bearer figure comes with, I'm not sure, this little urn's heavy and solid. Extra hands. The big urn, I don't know what that's for. But it's Paul Bearer. Let me see. I'll swap out this. I'm always leery of switching hands on these new figures. Oh, that one popped right out. Break them wrist pegs off. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at old Paul. I really like the way his jacket portion fits, but I think they should put cloth goods on some of these figures. But yeah, a little psychopath in Virginia had to come back 2 more accounts of hers. Always keep Ziploc bags when I'm opening action figures, because you got to put the extra parts in them and label them so you know what they are. But the good news is I got a message that her main account got banned, permanently banned. Can't figure out why. And she come with her other account, stalking little Remadem Ding Dong's page. And I don't know, if I got banned off the Tic Tac that was my life for harassing motherfuckers, I think I'd stop harassing. Hell no, the video she's posting now. And then that new dog she's got, it's, I don't know, 10, 12 weeks old. It went from it's not going to be a service dog to now it's a psychiatric service dog in training. If you need 2 service dogs to deal with whatever issues you have, you're going to the wrong doctors. It's a Wiki Bobby figure. Well, I'm glad Dad's joining us on a live. So we got that. Got this action figure that I bought from Fuck Money Fusselman. Let's see. Gotta tell everybody about Toy Hio. You can come see the American Luchador February 10th, live and in person. Speaking of Toy Hio, I touched on this last week. I got 12 more of these made. At this point, only 3 have been paid for. I had a bunch of people claim them. They don't pay for them by the 1st of February. Friends and family, by the way, because I'm not taking a hit because I'm selling to you at cost. They will be available. The remaining ones will be available at the show for $65 a piece. So if you want to save $7, you should pay for it in advance. That being said, the guest on Toy Hio. What did I do with that? What did I do with that? God damn it. Well, I'll find it. What do I do with that Toy Hio flyer? I just had it. I probably threw it over my shoulder, didn't I? Usually what I do with things. But me and Mrs. Luchador will be on the Chris Jericho Rockin' Wrestling 5 Alive Rager, baby. And we'll be doing some big things there. We'll see how it goes. In the box. I threw it across the room, so I know Danhausen's going to be there. Jason Baker, Moose, Brian Myers, Major Pod. Somebody else from Major Pod. I'll try to get my boy. Oh, speaking of Cardona. Oh, it's dry. I don't know if I'm going to show it. Hold on. Speaking of Cardona. You know, Matt Cardona is the biggest fan of the American Luchador. We all know that, right? So, you can't really. How are you going to see this? Oh, you can see all the debris. God damn, that's horrible. I'll have to post a picture of it. The American Luchador got a Matt Cardona tattoo. Hacksaw Jim Duggan will be there too. Yes. The list of talent on there is going to be something else. The big show will be there. Obviously, Chris Jericho. They have music. They have comedy. They have wrestling. Orange Cassidy will be there. God damn, I had that list printed too. Thank you, Jennifer. I had that whole talent list printed out. I'm never prepared for a show. I think that's part of my charm. Then when the Luchador gets back, he's going to donate all his luscious locks to Locks of Love. Wigs for Kids, a good ideal, but they charge the cancer-riddled children for the wigs or their families, which I think is sort of sad. Locks of Love does it 110% free. They don't charge for anything. They rely on donations of hair and money from people, as opposed to Wigs for Kids, who rely on people for donations of the hair, and then they charge the families, or if the families can get somebody to pay for a wig for this child suffering from cancer, that's how they make their money, which is kind of shitty. Speaking of shitty, Our little friend Theodore and Nina Stambolas from Rural Retreat, Virginia. Sort of glad your Tic Tac count that was your whole life got permanently banned. If only they'd permanently ban you. Stop harassing people and their dogs. Because nobody cares about your too much you got. You're just the poor that can't afford a French bulldog. I mean, they don't take EBT where they sell French bulldogs. So you mosey up and down the holler, seeing what kind of dogs you can pick up for free. No, she won't use her energy. Owen Hart will not be there, Bob Hutchinson. He is dead. You're fucked up. No, she's already right back at it. Let's see. I got to make sure when I pull up these messages, I don't show who the hound is, but she is going now by Luna and Cowboy Service Team, ACD. This is her username on TikTok now, at acd.service.team. Banned at 6.2K. Luna is her medical alert dog. Just a mutt. That she has to use an e-collar on the shock to get it to come to her and bribe it with treats. 90% of my time, my dogs won't leave me the fuck alone. But she's got to bribe hers with treats and shock them. And Cowboy is a PSD SDIT. That's service dog in training. And I guess that's psychiatric service dog. So this is her. Let me turn down the brightness on said photo. Oh, no, Bob told me how to do this without going into my settings. Found it. Thanks, Bob. So she's right back at harassing people. So go sit. Motherfucker won't focus on her for nothing. But she's right back to her nonsense. She got 460 followers. She has no life. She collects a check. She was working part-time at a gas station for cash. She lives with a known pedophile who was on Chris Hansen's To Catch You. What was that show? What was that fucking show, Bob? Paul Bearer is bringing Owen. Stop it, Bob. How dare you be smooch the fucking legendary Paul Bearer and Owen Hart. To Catch a Predator. Yeah, well, it was the one he does afterwards. He does one now. That was the old show. He does one that's internet-based now. Her old man was on To Catch a Predator for trying to meet a fucking 14-year-old at local Target. I've seen the video. It's sort of horrific. Yeah, they live in a camper on Papaw's property. See her videos. She's always in this camper. Fucking snow on the ground. They're sitting in a camper. Some fucking hillbilly ass shit right there. The fact that the dude's as old as me and she just turned 22. She run off after meeting this clown on the interwebs, run from Florida, from Jacksonville, after graduating from her special education school, where she was topping a class at a special education school, mind you. Take Down with Steve, is that what it's called? I'll Take Down with Chris Hansen. That's what he was on. I've seen the video. It's great. Look at the camera on my face. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, we have the chat log. That ain't me. I ain't me. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, I wish her nothing but the best. I think it's some states. Yeah, she threatened. We know that's a funny thing you bring it up, Jennifer. That's what she threatens everybody with. Yet she's doing it. I've made it abundantly clear. I take my dog wherever the fuck I want. I don't give a fuck what you say. I've yet to have anybody say anything to me in public. I mean, maybe somebody snuck and snapped a picture of me and posted it on some internet page that nobody gives two shits and a fuck about. But nobody's ever come up to the Luch and be like, hey, you got to bring your dog out of the store. Because I tell them, you know what? This is fucking America, and me and my fucking dog will do whatever the fuck we want. If you don't like it, we got two words for you, baby. Suck it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to her new account getting banned, and hopefully he violates his parole or probation, whatever the fuck it is, and he goes back to jail and finds him a nice boyfriend in there and makes some good life choices. No, I do not. That's the thing, Jennifer. I have something that a lot of people nowadays don't have. I have I guess self-control and can at least hold it together for a few minutes and pretend to be an adult because I see stuff all day, every day that I don't agree with, I don't care about, unless I'm tagged in it or it directly affects me. I don't give a fuck. You know why? It's none of my business. Last time I checked, this is America. You can be whatever you want here and do whatever you want. Oh, speaking of America, goddamn. I got to show everybody my luggage. So the luchador finished up his custom luggage today. Now you'll know it's me. Oh, turn that fucking brightness down. When I'm rolling through the airport with this, check that out. If that ain't American, I don't know what is, baby. That's a luchador suitcase right there. You know, this suitcase means party time, baby. Party time. I am always stopped up too. Sorry, guys. Always sniffling. I'm sure you can hear all that. I think it's the mask that does it. Did a little food review last night, and I was all, "Oh, you like the? I'll raffle that case off after I come back from the cruise. Maybe I can get Matt Cardona to autograph it." I was looking over, which I had printed out. It's probably downstairs. The schedule for the itinerary for events on said ship, they go to like 1 o'clock in the morning with concerts and all kinds of shit. Yes, it does. The suitcase. Paul Bearer approves. Paul's going to look good sitting up there by the taker. Oh, Paul Bearer. I still think I prefer the head sculpt on the old Jakks Pacific. It was a good head sculpt, don't get me wrong, but there's something about that Jakks Pacific figure. It was a cool figure. I definitely will buy another one to keep in box. And there is a variant, and you know, the American Luchador in those three colors, red, white, and blue. There's a variant of this in a blue suit that I will pick up as well. Same exact figure, just a different color suit. So any of my Lucha Maniacs out there, I need another one of these in a really nice box, and I need the blue suit one. And if I don't get them, I don't care because I have this Paul Bearer figure, so I won't lose sleep over it. Look at them knees. Look at the damn legs on the Paul Bearer. Oh, he's got the... My all-time favorite action figure, if it's a little action figure or toy, because my favorite toy of all time is the 1978 Shogun Godzilla with a fist. I still have a few of him in the other room. My favorite action figure of all time is the 1982 G.I. Joe Flash. It was the first one I bought. And then I went back next week and I bought Zap, the Bazooka Soldier. So those are my two favorite G.I. Joes. I didn't get Snake Eyes the way later. Everybody was all about Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. And I'm like, I mean, I guess he's cool. He's all black like Darth Vader. But those were the two big ones. But yeah, the Shogun Godzilla is still my favorite toy of all time. If I sell every toy I got or give it away, I'll keep at least one Shogun Godzilla. And I'll keep at least one G.I. Joe 1982 straight arm Flash, because I have like 6 or 7 of him complete now. Anytime I buy a collection and there's a straight arm Flash in it that's not beat up, he stays. Don't care. You don't have one? Don't give a fuck. This one's mine. What's your favorite action figure? If you got some Undertaker action figures in there or Sting figures, we're going to have to talk. Thought I'd have my new cards. I'll debut those as soon as I pick them up this week. We got the Lucha on the High Seas cards going to be available. They will be available exclusively on the ship, and what's left over, I'll take to Toy Ohio. February 10th, Girard, Ohio. But let me see. Can't believe I threw that fucking flyer all the way across the room. God damn it. You're a hell of a hype man. Speaking of hype mans, I got to stop and see hype man Matt Higgins tomorrow. Need to get me another electro box to put in my suitcase for the trip. Once again, boys and girls, the American Luchador is brought to you by Midnight Smoke Shop for all your smoking needs and accessories. They're open 365 days a year, and I should write that down too. I'm horrible. Follow them on Facebook. Not only that, you poors out there, every Friday they have a fucking drawing and give away $25 worth of shit for free. Hubs isn't live. He will have to answer. I don't have any interest. I thought you've had some action figures too. I need some more Undertaker action figures. God damn it. 3712 Pearl Road. I should write that down so I can have it up here where I can just read it off. That's what most people do. Cleveland, Ohio, open 9 a.m. to midnight, 365 days a year. They also sponsor my Twitch. I'm going to go down there and play Call of Duty because, believe it or not, they got a boys event going on. I think I completed it all. Me and Mrs. Luchador just started watching The Boys. It is a very good show. We are well into the second season of it. Madam Web, February 14th, next month in theaters. I haven't. I heard it was coming out. I can tell you, we're going to talk. Been into superheroes and video games and comic books and movie monsters and everything before it was cool. And when it becomes uncool, I'll still be into it. The Marvel TV shows and movies have just been straight dog shit. I said it. I don't care if anybody gets mad. It's like the Star Wars movies and TV shows have been straight dog shit. There, I said it, and you can get mad. It's my opinion. And I think a lot of people are afraid to express their opinion. I mean, it's cool. They're still making Star Wars stuff, but I mean, make something somebody wants to fucking see. You don't have any interest? Not in Madam Web, no. Doesn't interest me at all. I don't like any of them without. Yeah, these newer Marvel TV shows and movies and the Star Wars ones, they're pretty fucking crappy. And so many people are afraid to say it. They're afraid to say it. Obi-Wan Kenobi was my favorite character. This is going back to I seen Star Wars the first time in 1978. He was an old guy that got killed in it, but I'm like, well, he's got to be cool. He's the last of these knights, right? I mean, he's the sole survivor, right? So I dug Obi-Wan. Then the prequels come out, and Obi-Wan was done very well. Then this Obi-Wan show come out. 0821 Tone is my husband. What's up? Ain't seen you guys in a hot minute. And anybody can tell me that Obi-Wan Kenobi show was any good, you're delusional. It was boring, drawn out, stone cold garbage. It was a hot mess. The Marvel movies, the last couple of them were garbage. I mean, like Black Widow, and they fucked it up the way they did them too, because never was a fan of Black Widow and or Hawkeye, but I've went into that numerous times. I thought they were horrible ass characters. I'll refer back to the very first Avengers movie, and when they're fighting, what were they, Chantilly? One of them aliens that showed up in New York. Regardless, neither one of them have any powers. She's armed with 2 Glock pistols, compacts no less. So she's taking down these aliens, and I don't know what shield round she was Chamberlain, but I'm just gonna say that's a no-no. And then Hawkeye and his bow and arrow that never ran out of arrows. That quiver was magic. Netflix Punisher was not just good, that was fucking great. Like Daredevil was good, and it become great when they introduced Punisher in the second season. That's when it become great. That Punisher show, I hear that they're going to bring him back. See all this rambling on the interwebs. Punisher show was great. Great, great, great. Even for all the purist fanboys out there that cry and the way they brought, the character of Jigsaw in and everything, I don't care. It was fucking great. It was awesome. They had Power Man, Luke Cage, Power Man, garbage. Iron Fist, garbage. Jessica Jones, is that one of the other ones? Garbage. Secret Invasion, garbage. The Defenders, garbage. The last two Avengers movies, garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Oh my God, trying to check all the boxes, and I don't know why. Your average comic book fan has been for the average adult comic book fan for the last 40 years is 18 to 45-year-old adult white heterosexual males. So that's who you should appeal to. Not everybody else. This inclusion. I quit collecting new comic books because they're garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. I went through all mine and got rid of a bunch of them. Anything from 1993 and newer, it left the premises. It's gone, never to be seen again. I'm done. The Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie, I'm not going to say it was great, but I loved it at the time. I went back and watched that about a year ago. It's not great, but it's good. It's good. Now, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, still, I went back about that same time and watched that. Love it. If they'd had a bigger budget for special effects and didn't have to set it on Earth, it'd probably been a lot better. But alas, they had what they did. They worked well with what they had. Yeah, they did all right. But my little friend down in Virginia, I wish you nothing but the worst. I hope Chris Hansen and the crew and his probation officer show up and boot in the door to the camper. Hope Animal Control rounds up your mutts, because I'm sure you're one of those two that too goddamn tight to buy them license and get them vaccinated. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Because you don't have a job, you're a poor. You beg for money out there on the interwebs for people to buy you shock collars and all this gear. She's got all this gear for these fake ass service dogs. Blowing out my smelly candle. This is Huntington Home spiced apple cider. Like make it smell good in here, The loot's sitting around, fucking cheeseburger farts. It starts to stink in here. So I try to make it smell appealing, even when it's just me in here. But yeah, these new movies and TV shows just don't do it. The Boys. Yeah, I heard about the Mandalorian supposedly going to a movie. I'm just gonna say it too. While I like the Mandalorian, I mean, the acting in that show is fucking horrible. I said it. There, I said it. It's horrible. Carl Weathers. It don't matter who's in it. Timothy Oliphant was all right, I guess. What's his name? Pedro Pascal. This dude is as exciting as drying paint. I mean, just like wow. I mean, I like the whole story with that though. I really do. We never finished the last season of it, actually, believe it or not. Sort of lost interest in it. It was like The Walking Dead. We were all about that, but it went from a point of just The Walking Dead to walking really slow, and I'm not interested anymore. Just boring as fuck. Then they had those spin-off shows that were even worse. Fear the Walking Dead. They had what was the web-based one? We were watching that Walking Dead Red or something. I don't know. They had a web-based one, like 15-minute episodes. It was just too much. It was overload. It was garbage. Excuse me. They diluted the brand, as they say. But I will go live from the ship. If I have my cards come in Monday or Tuesday, I might jump in and do a little live one. I'll probably do that from my phone. We'll go live from the ship. I'll get lots of videos, lots of autographs. I'll do some food reviews, I'm sure, on the ship. I mean, they got a buffet that's open 24 hours. What else am I going to do? I'll be down there eating cheeseburgers in the middle of the night, God damn it. Because I'm a fucking American. Hopefully we get good weather. We get down to Miami. Then we leave the next morning. Dum, 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 dum. It'll be the luchador in the high seas. I'm hoping that we're attacked by some pirates so I can fight them off and they'll make a fucking major motion picture out of it. It'll be great. I can play myself. I can crawl around in the air ducts on the ship. Hopefully they're big enough. I can only hope. And I want to fight some Somali pirates or Mexican pirates, whatever shows up. Or hell, they could be Caribbean pirates. I want to choke the shit out of Jack Sparrow anyways. Live from the open seas. We will be going live. We will be going live from the open seas. We'll see how the internet works there. I will do at least one live YouTube show. I will try to line up some talent. I mean, I've only had a few real wrestlers with me on the show. It's mostly just talking shit on mongoloids in Virginia to harass me and my dog. Theodora, we all love you, girl. But maybe not the way your pedo boyfriend daddy loves you, but, you know, we all love you. We know you're a fucking retard. I'm going to try to get lottery numbers from you. Them glasses are so goddamn thick, I know you can see into the future. Jesus. Give me them numbers. But you should be interesting. See what kind of merch, things like that they offer on the ship. Deck 12 has a bunch of, well, speaking of which, I had pre-ordered some, speaking of Godzilla, here's not a Lego guy, but there's a Lego Godzilla sitting in front of me. Here's something Mrs. Luch got me. It's a bank. There's monies in there. Human monies are in there. But, yeah, we'll see. I ordered jerseys through Enemy Inc. through Six Man. That's the company that does the cruise with Norwegian. And I've seen people online posting pictures of them in their jerseys. I'm like, let me go look. I go look, show's shipped. I'm like, what the fuck? Show's delivered. I'm like, what the fuck? I reach out to them. I go, hey man, that says it was delivered today. It's not. They said that I chose the option to pick them up on the ship. So I will be on deck 12 where all the merchandise is. They have my jerseys that are paid for. Because they have something called Deck Wars. We are on deck 4 and we are the Stingrays, I think. They're like a button-up baseball jersey. So that should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully the Mrs. Luch has a great time. I'll have a great time if I just sit in my cabin. I don't give a fuck and crawl out and grab some food and take it back to the cabin with me. I'll make the best of any situation. That's the kind of person the Luch is. I'm just waiting on the pirates to attack so I can fight them off. Well, thank you, Wiki Bobby. That is a cool bank. She got me this, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. She got me the real one. This is the real one. I have a knockoff one. Same exact mold and everything, but it doesn't say Godzilla. It's in there in my Godzilla stuff. It says, I think, Monster and a bunch of Japanese writing. But you take a coin. She knows how I love money. I'm trying to see, you can see his head. You're supposed to be standing over the bank, obviously. It lights up, plays that music. He said, give me that quarter, goddammit. I probably should swap out the batteries in this. I'm afraid to look. But yeah, this one's marked Toho and everything. My other one's just everything on it's in Chinese and Japanese or Vietnamese. It ain't English. But that's what we're going to do, boys and girls. To all you fake service dog handlers out there, you can suck 3 big old bags of dick. Then I'm going to have Remy take a dump on you. That's what's going to happen to you. And Princess Penelope, she's going to come up and take a piss on you because she don't think much of you either. My word of advice this week is leave people the fuck alone because you get what you deserve. I believe in karma, and when karma come up and bit that retard right in her fucking ass. And she deserved it. So I'll let you guys go. I'm going to go downstairs. Any of you follow me on Twitch, the next 10 minutes or so, I'll be on finishing up the boys event on Call of Duty. Once again, sponsored by Midnight Smoke Shop. I'll be out and about tomorrow. If you catch a luchador, I'll sign an autograph. Maybe. Unless you're a commie, then you ain't getting shit. Because I know you're going to try to sell it out there on the interwebs. But everybody have a good night. And, well, go fuck yourself. I will see you one way or another next Saturday. I don't know. It's time zone difference. I don't know what time it'll be. But I'll be on next Saturday doing something, goddammit. America.